take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Flaletta. Unloads to the right. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Bears will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Blue Hens offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it at the 15. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Got out of trouble and throws. It's complete. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Leaves it with the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Delaware.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give from the gun.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got his man downfield. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He's got great speed. Touchdown, Delaware! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turning on the gas. Great job, great return.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass, it's Flawletta. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. The Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. They've put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Spits it out to the back. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Blue Hens. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And the offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Flawletta. Throws to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try the right side. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Wants to fire on second down. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Blue Hens lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. At the 45, on his way. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Hens! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
So here comes the Bear offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Looking downfield, it's Flawletta. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Bears send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll try the right side. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to the ground. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. The Blue Hens have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Touchdown, Delaware! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Dropping back, it's Flawletta. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Bears will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Fires to the right. Got his man. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Blue Hens are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Bunch formation for these receivers. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Delaware.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
From the gun, running back on the move. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bears will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Valletta. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Blue Hens in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They're going to run it. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
The Bears will boot it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. At the 40, there he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The lone back's got it. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Finds a crease at the 20. They finally rustle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Blue Hens will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. He's got 59 yards on the ground in this one and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Delaware. They'll try to add another to their lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Can't connect on his first throw.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Makes a move. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. And the Bears are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They bring the punter onto the field now. Pulls it in at the 25. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option. The give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
It's a fumble! Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. The give to the single back. Running into the open space. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Blue Hens! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Bear offense. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. The corners are walked up tight. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll keep it himself. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. The Blue Hens are on the move.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built a lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. On the option. The pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. The give to the tailback. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now third and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Now they'll run the draw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The Bears decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just
breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Blue Hens, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Blue Hens will try to punch it in on first and goal. Second down coming up. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. With these last 2 plays, they've just taken this drive and thrown it right into the fire. Can they snatch it out on third and goal? And the quarterback takes a knee. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end.